I'm J. Hood Jackson, and this is your Look Today 411. In our lead story, Warren County supervisors have clarified statements that were made at meetings last week. Warren County's officials stated that they were changing the way the occupancy tax was to be divided up. They said that the county would help fund the 6 or 7 biggest events in the region. This statement led to worries that smaller events would not receive funding. Now, we talked with Warren County Supervisor Mark Westcott, who talked about these changes.
The events that are funded through the county will now be broken out into 2 categories. The larger events, things like Americade, those are going to continue to go through the county. Americade gets $50,000, has an economic impact estimated over $30 million for the area. And then the smaller events, the events that are under $10,000 are now going to be directed to go to local municipalities. Those local municipalities are now going to receive more funding. So there's going to be more opportunities for people to go to their local municipality to get an event funded based on eligibility. Eligibility is based on things like how many people come to your event, what the estimated economic impact is of the event, those sorts of things that people have to show in order to justify receiving allocation.
Westcott then explained why the changes were made.
I would say that what we have found is that the process, particularly for the smaller events, was bureaucratic and a little clunky. It took a lot of time. There was legal processes that were time-consuming, expensive, and this will just streamline the process, take it out of the county. For example, someone who's sitting on the Occupancy Tax Committee from Queensbury may not understand an event that's taking place in Bolton. Now the decision goes directly to the Bolton Town Council. They get to review the event for their community. We think it's smarter, more streamlined.
Well, the other side of the story is the Glens Falls Civic Center. Earlier statements made by the supervisors suggested that they were going to give the coalition to Save Our Civic Center a blank check worth $250,000. Westcott tells us this is not the case.
That's how it's going to be allocated through the year. The $250 isn't just going to be given to the coalition up front. They've got to come with a legitimate event that meets the criteria so that they're eligible to receive those funds, and that's how it's going to be managed.
A meeting to discuss this issue will be held at 9 a.m., and the full board will vote on the plan at the 10 a.m. Warren County Supervisor meeting this Friday. In other news, Glens Falls City Schools, Abraham Wing, the City of Glens Falls, and Finch Paper are locked in a legal dispute. The Glens Falls City School District is seeking a larger portion of the tax revenue generated by Finch Paper. The 2 properties were assessed at $7.5 and $26 million. The city schools feel they should receive a larger portion of the revenue. They say the $26 million property lies within its tax district. Now, after oral arguments, the case was dismissed. Judge David Krogman said that the lawsuit was filed after the statute of limitations was up. As of now, Abraham Wing receives 70% of the revenue, and the city school district receives 30%. The city school district would like a 50-50 split. And the Code Blue shelter in Glens Falls will not be able to open until mid-December. In recent weeks, the City of Glens Falls and the Open Door Mission have been discussing what to do in order to get the shelter up to code. Glens Falls Mayor Jack Diamond said that the city took risks last year because they saw the need to get people out of the cold. This winter, the Open Door Mission had the whole year to get their applications ready. However, the Open Door Mission was not sure where they were going to locate the shelter. At one point, it seemed as though the owners of the former Explore building on Warren, where the shelter is located, were going to sell. That has since changed. The mayor says Open Door needs the variances to make sure that everyone is safe inside the building. Now, the Open Door Mission will meet with the Planning Board on December 1st, then meet with the Zoning Board on December 15th. The shelter is open when the temperature falls below 20 degrees or there's a foot or more of snow predicted. Well, join me here each and every night for the stories that matter to you.